Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the live stream this morning. Sorry for my slight tardiness, but thank you guys for tuning in. Good morning to Soraya. Good morning, Camila. Good morning, Artis and Ari. Good morning, Rudolph. And good morning, Monica. And good morning to my niece, Africa. Oh my goodness, Africa just adds a bunch of emojis every day, and I just don't, I can't catch up anymore. Good morning, Liam. Thank you. Africa, honestly, I can't catch up to who's who. So, yeah, I know that if we walk today, you'll tell me later. But if anyone else is on the live chat, on the live stream, make a shout out on the live chat so I can give you a shout out. Ooh. Oh, good morning, Miss Jayla. Miss Jayla, I need you to get back to my text, okay? All right. I love you, though. All right, boys and girls, let's go ahead and get started for today. Ready? Thank you, Liam. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, EJ. Our day is beginning. There's so much to do. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yay! Thank you so much. Yes, I actually love watching The Simpsons. Good morning, Bradley family. Not only do I have this shirt, but I also have two Converse. One is Maggie and Lisa Simpson. They're pink. And the other one is Bart Simpson, which is blue. Not blue, black. So I love wearing them all together. But thanks, Liam. Woohoo! Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Good morning. Wow, we have a lot of people on this morning. Okay. All right. All right. Who's ready for some number rock? I know I am.
One, two. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. Let's go! Singing around the rock. I said, let's go! Singing around the rock.
Miss Jayla, Liam, and his mom say good morning.
1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. Let's go! Singing around the rock. I said, let's go! Singing around the rock.
Well, good morning, Liam's uncle. Oh, you guys are already in Orlando. I thought you were waiting till like the last week of school. Well, all right. Well, I hope you guys are safe and having fun. But thank you so much. Yes. Once I saw this shirt, I was like, I have to get it. And it matches both pairs of my shoes. So I'm happy about that. All right. So let's go ahead and do some ABC rock for today. All right. ABC rock.
A, B, C. A, B, C. D, E, F, G. D, E, F, G. H, I, J. H, I, J. K, L, M, N, O, P. K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S. Q, R, S. T, U, V. T, U, V. W. W. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. Come on. Oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I said, oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I know I'm missing 2 nails. Don't judge me.
A, B, C. A, B, C. D, E, F, G. D, E, F, G. H, I, J. H, I, J. K, L, M, N, O, P. K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S. Q, R, S. T, U, V. T, U, V. W. W. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. Come on. Oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I said, oh, boy. We're singing our alphabet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Great job, everybody. So, how many days are in a week? 7. 7. Ow! Oh, I gotta get this fixed.
There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Barney's birthday. Barney's birthday.
Yeah, it's Barney's birthday. All right, so if there are 7 days in a week, how many months are in a year? 12. 1 and 2 together is 12.
January, February, March and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December. January, February, March and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. Fill them with joy and with cheer, the months of the year.
All right. Good morning, Shamar. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's talk about what today is. Are we ready? Are we ready? What are we doing today? Okay. Sorry. I had a little brain tease. Ready? Yesterday was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. Ha, ha, ha. What is today? Today is Wednesday. What is today? Today is Wednesday. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday all day long. Drink a cup of water if you're ready for Wednesday. Drink a cup of water if you're ready for Wednesday. Drink a cup of water if you're ready for Wednesday. Wednesday all day long. Make a whirlpool if you're ready for Wednesday. Make a whirlpool if you're ready for Wednesday. Make a whirlpool if you're ready for Wednesday. Wednesday all day long. Wash your windows if you're ready for Wednesday. Wash your windows if you're ready for Wednesday. Wash your windows if you're ready for Wednesday. Wednesday all day long. Wash, windows, whirlpool, water, and Wednesday. All 5 of these words start with what letter? W. And what sound does W make? W says what. W says what. Every letter has a sound, and W says what. Now, if today is Wednesday, letter W, what month are we still in? We are in the month of May. And what letter does May start with? M. What sound does M make? M says M says Every letter has a sound, and M says Yeah. All right, M says right? Give me words that start with letter M. If you guys know any words that start with letter M, type them in the live chat, okay? So give me some words. Come on, give me some words. All right, well, let's see. Does monkey start with letter M? Yes, it does. What about milkshake? Yes. Now, besides May, what other month starts with M? March. That starts with letter M. Or mixer. That starts with letter M. Or when we pretend to do the months of the year, we are holding a microphone. All those words start with letter M. So, we know Wednesday starts with W, May starts with M. Let's talk about our letter for this week. The letter that we are doing this week is letter R. What sound does R make? Good morning, Janaria. Thanks for tuning in. What sound does R make? R says R says Every letter has a sound, and R says Good morning, Juden. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so is R a vowel or is it a consonant? It is a consonant because remember, vowels have 2 different sounds, short and long sound, but it's not. So it is a consonant. The only sound R makes is all right? So for today, for letter R, we're going to look at a silly poem that Miss Fonseca made for letter R. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to give you a chance to see if you can identify all the words that start with letter R in our poem. Ready? Perfecto. All right, perfect. Perfect. Haha. Huzzah! Okay. All right, ready? So I am going to first read you the poem, and then we are going to see if we can find all the words that start with letter R. Ready? Roger the rabbit was having a race with his friend Riley the rhino. They wanted to see who had the fastest race car. All of a sudden, Rocco the raccoon shows up in a Range Rover and ends up winning the race. So I'll read it one more time and then see if you can find the words that start with letter R. When you find the words, type them in the live chat, okay? All right, ready? One more time. Trying to get that glare off. Does that help? A little bit. All right. Roger the rabbit was having a race with his friend Riley the rhino. They wanted to see who had the fastest race car. All of a sudden, Rocco the raccoon shows up in a Range Rover and ends up winning the race. All right. Which words start with letter R? I'm going to let you identify them. I'm going to give you some time to figure it out. So let's see. If you know the answers, put them in the live chat. Which words start with letter R? All right. So let's see which words start with letter R. Let's check out the first sentence. Roger the rabbit was having a race with his friend Riley the rhino. Roger the rabbit was having a race with his friend Riley the rhino. Now let's underline all the words that start with letter R. Now, Roger. Roger. Does that start with letter R? Yes, it does. What is Roger? Roger is a name for a boy. Roger. And who was Roger? What was he? Roger was a rabbit. A rabbit. And he was having what? A race. Race. Who was he having a race with? What was the name of his friend? His friend Riley. Riley. And what type of animal was Riley? He was a rhino. Riley was a rhino. And they were having a race. Why were they having a race? Let's see. Let's see if we can find the words that start with letter R. They wanted to see who had the fastest race car. Let's see. They wanted to see who had the fastest race car. Which word starts with R? Race car. Do you know race car is one of the very few words that if you spell it backwards, it is still race car? Shocker. Race car. So that's why they're racing. They want to see whose race car is the fastest. All right. But all of a sudden, Rocco the raccoon shows up in a Range Rover and ends up winning the race. Which words start with R? Who showed up? Rocco. That's his name. Remember, anything that's a name is going to be capitalized. So Rocco is the name. It's capital R. Roger is the name. It's capital R. Riley is the name. It's capital R. What was Rocco? What type of animal? He was a raccoon. Rocco the raccoon. What did he show up in? In a Range Rover. What's a Range Rover? It's a type of car. It's a brand. A Range Rover. That's why you notice Range and Rover are capital letters, because it's a name of a car. It's the name, the brand of a car. A Range Rover. Let's see. I guess you could say a Range Rover is along the lines of a Jeep. They're all like part of like that same, I guess, style. So a Range Rover. So what happened when he showed up in his Range Rover? He ended up winning the race. The race. How is it that someone who wasn't even in the race without a race car ends up winning the race? Maybe their race cars wasn't as fast. Maybe they didn't have a good engine to make it fast. All right, so let's check out all the words that start with R. Ready? Repeat after me. Roger, rabbit, race, Riley, rhino, race car, Rocco, raccoon, range, rover, and race. They all start with letter R. And what sound does R make? R says R says Every letter has a sound, and R says All right, great job, boys and girls. Okay, now that's our letter for this week. Now, we've talked about nouns. And what are nouns? Nouns are a person, place, or thing. Yesterday, we organized things that are nouns, right? So we sorted them by whether it was a person, it was a place, or a thing. Like a king. A king is a person. The park is a place that you go to. And the thing, like a phone, is a thing because it's something that you can use. Usually things are something you can use or look at or whatever, but it's a thing, okay? So today we're going to learn about verbs. I apologize because I thought I had my poster about verbs, but that's all right. I will improvise, okay? We're going to improvise. But there is something cool that I want to teach you that helps me learn about verbs. Now, what is a verb? We know a noun is a person, place, or thing, but what is a verb? Well, let me tell you. A verb is a word that shows action. So this is what I used to do when I was in school. This is how we learned. It was a verb is a word that shows action. Ready? Try it with me. Ready? A verb is a word that shows action. All right? Now, action, what do you mean a word that shows action? Well, when you say words like jump, that's an action because it's something that you're doing. So an action word, which is a verb, is words that tell you what you're doing. So if it says jump, that is the action. You are jumping. Walking is another verb. It's an action. Talking. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, girl, how you doing? When you're talking on the phone, talking is an action. It is something that you're doing. Sleeping. That is a verb because it's an action. It is something that you are doing. So remember, a verb is a word that shows action. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a verb, and we're going to do the verb. Are we ready? First verb, run. Next verb, ready? You ready? Drink. Ready? Next verb, swim. Awesome. Ready? Next verb, yawn. Awesome. Ready? Next verb, scream. Good job. Ready? Next verb, skate. Next verb, ready? Tiptoe. Awesome. Last verb, eat. Mwah. Delicious. So boys and girls, remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing, but a verb is a word that shows action. Okay? So any word that tells what you're doing is an action word, a verb. A verb, action words, running, playing, jumping, touching, singing. Those are action words because there's something that you're doing. So tomorrow for our activity, what we're going to do is we're going to sort words that are either verbs or nouns. Okay? All right. So today I finally have the book that I promised to bring. So are you guys ready to listen to the story? Now, because we don't have much time this week, today I'm going to read the whole entire story. And then tomorrow, I actually wanted to show you the video of the story. So today we're going to read the book, and tomorrow we're going to watch the video. Remember when we used books and one of the stories we watched, the pictures were moving and everything? We're going to do the same thing for this book. So today we're going to read the story, and then tomorrow we're going to watch it, okay? But it's still going to be read to us, okay? A house for hermit crab. What's a hermit crab? A hermit crab is this little guy. He's like a crab because he has what? Crabs have claws. And good morning, Monica. And why do crabs have claws? Well, they have claws to pinch, to grab things, but then they also have claws as a way of protecting themselves, defending themselves. So let's say you're a shark and you're trying to eat me, right? Which probably a shark wouldn't want to eat it because it's so small. But shark is coming, right? I can just go with my claws and catch its nose. And it's going to hurt, right? When you get snapped by a crab's claw, it hurts. And it's supposed to hurt because it's supposed to show you that it's defending itself. It's protecting itself. Okay? But a hermit crab is like a crab, but it lives inside of a shell. So the house for hermit crab, that means there's shell. So he's looking for a shell for his house. So we're going to listen to the story. What part of the book is this called? This is the front cover. The front cover is the part of the book that does what? It has a title, the name of the story. It has pictures to give you a depiction, an idea of what the story might be about by looking at the pictures. And it also has an author and illustrator. Now, the author and illustrator is Eric Carle. Oh, He's the same guy that we listened to from The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Remember the little caterpillar that kept eating every day until he got fat and then made a cocoon and got transformed into a butterfly? He's the same one who wrote this book. So Eric Carle, he's the author. He wrote the words in the book, and he's the illustrator. He drew all the pictures, the beautiful pictures. This is the what? Back cover. The back cover indicates that the story is over, done, finito, mwah, mozzarella, mwah. It's done. Now, finally, we have a book that doesn't have any descriptions about the story. So, but yeah, the back of the cover indicates the story's done. This is the spine. The spine is the part of the book that holds all the pages inside together. Like our bodies. Where's your spine? In your back. Up and down the middle of your back. Touch your spine. You have a spine because it holds your bones and the structure of your body together. Because if not, we don't have a spine. All of our bones will fall apart and then we'll look like Play-Doh. Right? Or a big blob of slime. So we need a spine. Our books need a spine because we're just going to have pages instead of a book. And then the pages inside usually have numbers that let you know what page you are on or reading from or where to go when you're looking for a chapter. All right, so let's listen to A House for Hermit Crab. Ready? When I'm reading, you're quiet. You're listening, and your eyes are on me and the book, okay? Time to move, said Hermit Crab one day in January. I've grown too big for this little shell. He had felt safe and snug in his shell, but it was too snug. So what does snug mean? When something's snug, it fits just right. But when it's too snug, that means it might be a little tight. Hermit Crab stepped out of the shell and onto the floor of the ocean. But it was frightening. Remember when you're frightened, you're what? Scared, right? Frightened. Out in the open of the sea without a shell to hide in. So now that he's out of his shell, he feels scared because his shell is what protects him. Not only his claws, but his shells. When he's scared, he can hide in his shell. It makes him feel safe. So now he's got to hurry up and find a new shell to feel safe in. Okay? What if a big fish comes along and attacks me? He thought. I must find a new house soon. Early in February, Hermit Crab found just the house he was looking for. It was a big shell and it was strong. He moved right in, wiggling and waggling about inside to see how it felt. Ooh, it felt just right. But, it looks so plain, said Hermit Crab. Well, thought Hermit Crab. Now, what does plain mean? When something is plain, it's not colorful. It just has one color. So like if my shirt did not have this logo, it would be a plain shirt. It would just be a white shirt. So when something is plain, it doesn't have any decorations or anything. It's just one color. It's plain. So look at his shell. He said his shell is plain. It needs some decorations. So what do you think he's going to add to his shell to make it look nice? Let's see. Now, what month comes after February? March. In March, Hermit Crab met some sea anemones. Ooh, that's a word I have trouble saying. Sea anemones. You'll see what they look like. They swayed gently back and forth in the water. How beautiful you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to come and live on my house? It is so plain it needs you. I'll come, whispered a small sea anemone. Gently, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and put it on top of his shell. So this is a sea anemone. You could say it looks like a flower that grows. It's not exactly a flower because it's like an animal. It's an organism. It moves. It's living. Well, flowers are living too. But it looks like a flower because the top looks like petals. So you could say that's what an anemone looks like. In April, Hermit Crab passed a flock of starfish moving slowly across the seafloor. How handsome you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to decorate my house? I would, signaled a little sea star. Carefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and put it on his house. So starfish, sea stars. Do you think his shell, the hermit crab shell, is going to look very plain now that he's adding stuff? No, because he's decorating. It's not plain anymore. Now it's being decorated and colorful. What month comes after April? The month we're in now, May. In May, Hermit Crab discovered some coral. They were hard and didn't move. How pretty you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to help make my house more beautiful? I would, creaked a crusty coral. Gingerly, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it on his shell. What month comes after May? When we finish, we're going into the month of June. In June, Hermit Crab came to a group of snails crawling over a rock on the ocean floor. They grazed as they went, picking up algae. So algae is like this green mold that grows in water and grows on stuff that's wet. So it's like a green mold. And bits of debris. Debris is like garbage, and leaving a neat path behind them. How tidy and hardworking you are. So when you're tidy, that means you're very clean. So he's saying the snails are very clean and made that dirty, slimy, what is it called? Rock very clean when they came in to clean it. Would one of you be willing to come and help clean my house? I would, offered one of the snails. Happily, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it on his shell. So not only is he going to have a house that's decorative, that means full of pretty colors and colorful, but he's also going to have a clean house thanks to one of the snails, the sea snails. What month comes after June? July. In July, Hermit Crab came upon several sea urchins. They had a sharp, prickly needles all around. How fierce you look, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to protect my house? So when you protect it, you're defending it, keeping it safe. I would, answered a spiky sea urchin. Gratefully, Hermit Crab picked it up carefully with his claw and placed it near his shell. So, this is a sea urchin. They're very spiky. And when something touches it, it's gonna, get pricked. So, he's saying, if you come on my shell, if one of you join my shell, you can help protect me from other enemies that are trying to eat me or harm me in the ocean. In August, that's the month after July, Hermit Crab and his friends wandered into a forest of seaweed. It's so dark here, thought Hermit Crab. How dim it is. When something is dim, that's like a light. When a light is dim, that means it's turned down. So it looks darker, murmured the sea anemone. How gloomy it is. Oh, how gloomy it is, whispered the starfish. How murky it is. When something's murky, it's like slimy, complained the coral. I can't see, said the snail. It's like nighttime, cried the sea urchin. So you see all the seaweed? It's very dark. And that seaweed, it's dim. You can barely see through it. In September, Hermit Crab spotted a school of lanternfish darting through the dark water. How bright you are, said Hermit Crab. Will one of you be willing to light up our house? I would, replied one lanternfish, and it swam near the shell. So did the Hermit Crab need to pick it up? No, because it can swim, so it swam near the shell. Much better, right? So now he'll be able to see in the dark. What month comes after September? October. In October, Hermit Crab approached a pile of smooth petals. Remember, when something is smooth, it feels nice. Most times something that's smooth kind of has like a shiny feel. How sturdy you are, said Hermit Crab. Would you mind if I rearrange you? Not at all, answered the pebbles. Hermit Crab picked them up one by one with his claw, and he built a he built a wall around his shell. Now my house is perfect, cheered Hermit Crab. So what is he using all the stones for? So he can make a wall to go around his shell. But in what month comes after October? November. But in November, Hermit Crab felt that his shell seemed a bit too small. Little by little, over the year, Hermit Crab had grown. Soon he would have to find another bigger home. But he had come to love his friends, the sea anemone, the starfish, the coral, the sea urchin, the snail, the lanternfish, and even the smooth pebbles. They have been so good to me, thought Hermit Crab. They are like a family. How can I ever leave them? So what's happening with the Hermit Crab? He finally found a nice house that's not plain, one color. Now it's beautiful and colorful and decorative. He has these to make him decorative, and then he has the sea urchin to protect him, the lanternfish to keep light in his shell, the snail to keep it clean, and the stone, the pebbles, to build a wall around him as another way of protecting him. But over time, look, Hermit Crab's grown and he's starting to get too big for his shell. But he's like, but all these friends I made, they're like my family. What am I going to do? What do you think he's going to do? Let's see. What month is the last month of the year after November? December. In December, a smaller hermit crab passed by. I have outgrown my shell, she said. Would you know a place for me? Well, I have outgrown my house too, answered Hermit Crab, and I must move on. But you are welcome to live here, but you must promise to be good to my friends. I promise, said the little crab. So, what did the Hermit Crab decide to do? He decided to give his house to the shell. He decided to give his house to to the other hermit crab. Because she's now outgrowing hers and needs a new home. So now hermit crab's going to give her the house, so that way she can live here, but she has to be nice to his friends. And then he's going to find a house somewhere else. So let's see. The following January, remember after December, we start all over again. January, hermit crab stepped out and the little crab moved in. Couldn't stay in that little shell forever, said hermit crab as he waved goodbye. The ocean floor looked wider than he remembered, but hermit crab wasn't afraid. Soon, he spiced the perfect house, a big, empty shell. It looked, well, a little plain, but, ooh, sponges, he thought, and barnacles, and clownfish, and sand dollars. Sand dollars are like round seashells that have like a star shape inside. Electric eels, zap, probably to protect him. Oh, there are so many possibilities. I can't wait to get started. So after hermit crab gave away his shell, he found a bigger shell. And it also looked plain. It was just one color. So now he wants to decorate it. So he's saying all these things, sponges and electric eels and clownfish and sand dollars, would make his place look nice and protected. The end. All right, I hope you enjoyed that story, but tomorrow we're going to watch the video of the story. So it's still going to be read to us, but we're going to actually see all of these pictures in the book come to life. So instead of just looking at the hermit crab, you're actually going to see the hermit crab moving in the video. How cool, right? So if you like the story, give it a thumbs up in the live chat. If you're like, it's all right, give it a thumbs down in the live chat, but not over here, okay? That's different. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and do our alphabet book for today. Oh, wait, before we do our alphabet book, let's do our sight words, okay? Our new sight words. Ready? All. A-L-L. All. When you have all, that means everything together. You know this one. Am. A-M. Am. When you use am, you're describing yourself. I am sleepy. I am hungry. I am thirsty. R. A-R-E. R. When you say are, you're describing things for more than one. So for example, we are going to the movies. They are playing basketball, okay? At. A-T. At. When you use the word at, it's helping you to describe where you're located. At. Where, well, this is incorrect how to say it, but like, where you at? Like, where are you? Or, I am at the park. I'm giving you a location, okay? Mrs. Fonseca was looking at me like I'm crazy. Time out. What you mean, where you at? 8. A-T-E. 8. When you ate something, that is past tense for you've already eaten it. So I ate waffles for breakfast, or I ate lunch 2 hours ago. That means you've already eaten. It already happened. Be. B-E. Be. Be is another word to describe something. It's usually current. I will be at the mall. Can we be friends? That's how you use those words. So let's say the words together. Ready? All, am, are, at, ate, and be. All right. So let's play How Fast Can You Go? I'm going to go first. Ready? How fast can you go? How fast can you go? We'll take turns, say words we know. How fast can you go? I'll go first. Be, ate, at, are, am, all. Your turn. Ready? How fast can you go? How fast can you go? We'll take turns, say words we know. How fast can you go? Your turn. Ready? I hope you said all. You should know this one. If you said am, thumbs up. I hope you said are. I hope you said at. Ate. Last one. I hope you said be. Good job. If you went fast, give yourself a pat on the back. Say, great job, me. All right, let's go ahead and talk about our sentence of affirmation. Ready? Let's do our sentence of affirmation. Here's our sight word for this week. I am helpful. I am helpful. Let's spell helpful. H-E-L-P-F-U-L. Helpful. What does it mean to be helpful? Well, when you're helpful, that means you help take care. You're caring for something for someone, okay? When you're helpful. So, for example, if my mom is buying a bunch of groceries and she comes home and she's bringing them in the house, I can be helpful by helping her bring in the groceries. Or let's say if assisting. Yes, when you're helping, you're assisting someone. So let's say my sister is feeling sick and she was in charge of cooking dinner. I can be helpful. I can assist her by doing it for her, cooking the dinner for her since she's not feeling well. So when you're helpful, you assist someone, you help take care of something for someone else. So I am helpful. All right, great job. Now we can do our alphabet book. Ready? Oops. A, apple. Chew your apple. B, ball. Bounce your basketball. And booyah. C, computer. Type really fast on your computer. Submit your work. Boop. Turn off the computer. D, doll. Rock your baby doll. If she's sleeping, put her in her crib. E, elephant. Show me your elephant trunk. Bye-bye, zoo. That's probably the best I've did. Oh my gosh. Like, what is going on with my grammar today? Somebody call the grammar police. Miss Fonseca is not speaking correctly. F, fingers. Fiddle your fingers. Flick a fly. Eat a french fry. G, gumball. Chew your gum. Blow a bubble. Bigger, bigger, and pop. H, helicopter. Move your propeller really fast and slow it down. I, itchy. What's making us itchy today? Oh, baby, my hair. Oh, my goodness. Ah, it's itchy, itchy, itchy. J. What are we going to do? Jump. I did the double jump. The hair and the body. Jump. K. Keys. Put your keys in the ignition. Start your engines. Vroom. Today we're going to drive our Range Rover up the mountain. All right, we made it to the top. Now we're going to park the car. That was a weird park sound. L. Lollipop. Lick your lollipop. If you have a gummy stick, eat it up. If you have a lumber stick, throw it in the garbage. M. Monkey. Baby monkey. Ooh, ooh. Mommy monkey. Ooh, ooh. Daddy monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. N. What is the antonym for yes? No. O. Octopus. Show me your octopus tentacles. Oh, it's just a bunch of sting. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them. Swim faster. P. Pizza. Today we're going to eat a pepperoni pizza. And Miss Fonseca actually did eat a New York style pepperoni pizza and it was so delicious. So guess what? Because it was so delicious, I'm going to kiss the pizza. And I still have a couple slices left for today. Q. Queen. What are we going to do? Slay all day. Slay all day. R. Rain. Boys and girls, make sure when it's raining outside, you get your umbrella, because if not, you're going to get sick. Achoo, 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 achoo. Ooh. That's why I get wet, because the fan is blowing it this way back to me. S. Snake. We're going to slither like a snake. T. Tiger. Show me your baby tiger. Show me your mommy tiger. Now show me your daddy tiger. Roar! U. What is the antonym for down? Up. Elevate. Go up. Like an elevator goes up. Elevate up. V. Vacuum. Vacuum the rugs. Make sure you don't vacuum your pets if you have any. W. Window. Open up the window. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a hurricane. Shut it. Oh no. I hope it didn't take my bird. Oh, here she is. If you saved your bird, hold her up. Tweet, 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 tweet. To this day, I never understand why my rabbit, Mocha, just like, when she lays down, it's not like she just lays down. She literally just throws her body like this. That's how she lays down. Why? I don't know. But rabbits do that, and it's just funny sometimes. X. Ox. What are we going to do? Ram it. Y. Yeah. Yawn. And Z. Zipper. Zip your lip. All right, boys and girls, great job. Let's go ahead and do our What Is It bag for today. And then after What Is It bag, we have our number for the day. And we are all set. Ready? What is it? What is it? What is it? Do you know? What is it? What is it? What is it? Do you know? Let's check our what is it bag for today. Ooh, what is this? This is a ruler. And what do we use rulers for? For measuring, seeing how long or how short something is. We have to measure, count how many there are. So sticks, measuring sticks, rulers, they have numbers. And the bigger numbers like this are inches, and the ones on the bottom are the centimeters. But most times we use inches, the ones up top, to see how big something are. So something is, excuse me. Man, there I go again with the terrible grammar. But a ruler is for measuring. This shape, this box, what shape is it? It is a rectangle. Now, what does a rectangle kind of look like? What other shape? It looks like a square because they both have 4 sides. Now, are they the same? No, because what does a rectangle have that a square doesn't have? Different sizes on the sides. Because squares, all 4 sides are the same. They're the same length when you measure them with your ruler. But a rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. So when you put 2 short and 2 long together, you still get 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides. But the difference is that 2 sides are long and 2 sides are short. And then we have a rabbit like Mocha, but this one, her name is Monica. Monica the rabbit. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm a rabbit. I'm soft and I'm cuddly, and I have long ears that help me hear, and sometimes my ears like to flop, and when I get excited or I want to move, I hop. So a rabbit. All right, so what do all these words have in common? Rabbit, rectangle, and ruler. They all start with the letter R. And what sound does R make? R says R says Every letter has a sound, and R says Now, when all the words begin with the same letter and sound at the beginning, that is called what? Alliteration. Alliteration game. Alliteration game. Listen to the beginning sound. They must start the same. Rabbit, rectangle, and ruler. They start the same. Today we're going to do how fast can you go. I'm going to see how fast you can go. Are you ready? How fast can you go? How fast can you go? We'll take turns, say words we know. How fast can you go? Ready? I hope you said rabbit. I hope you said ruler. I hope you said rectangle. Great job. Let's do our syllables. Ready? Syllables, syllables. 1, 2, 3. Break words into parts with me. Rabbit. Clap with me. Rabbit. Stump with me. Rabbit. Whisper with me. Rabbit. How many syllables does rabbit have? 2. Rabbit. Syllables, syllables. 1, 2, 3. Break words into parts with me. Ruler. Clap with me. Ruler. Stump with me. Ruler. Whisper with me. Ruler. How many syllables does ruler have? 2 syllables. Ruler. Syllables, syllables. 1, 2, 3. Break words into parts with me. Rectangle. Clap with me. Rectangle. Stump with me. Rectangle. Whisper with me. Rectangle. How many syllables does rectangle have? Rectangle. 3. All right. Great job, boys and girls, for today. So let's go ahead and talk about our number for today. And then we are all done. Ready? Ready. I'm ready to go right now. I said I'm ready to go right now. Okay, ready? Curve around and slide right, slide right, slide right. You curve around and slide right to make the number 2. Circle around and around again, around again, around again. You circle around and around again to make the number 0. Now, when we have 2 and 0 put together, what number do we make? We have 20. Any two numbers that are together, and if there's a 2 in the front, it's going to be the 20s. So if you have 2 and 0, it's going to be 20. Let's count to 20 together. Are we ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! Great job, everybody. 20. That is our number for today. All right, boys and girls. So we are all done with our lessons on the live stream for today. Make sure that you go on Waterford for 40 minutes. That means how many times are you going to go on? 2 times. By the end of the week, you should have a total of 200 minutes. So you're going to go on your Waterford 2 times today. And also, you're going to make sure that you are working on your name for today. So this is the board, the picture you're going to get with today's number, 220. And you're going to select one of these pictures that you have not drawn yet for letter R, because today is Wednesday. So you're going to write your name and you're going to practice. For Wednesday, you're going to write your name first and last. Remember to use your finger as a space. And you're going to write today's number, 20, 2 and 0 together. On the back, you're going to finish completing your R's. You're going to do your capital R's. Remember, capital R, you pull down straight, make a circle on top, and slant down. Then you're going to do your lowercase R's. Remember, lowercase R's, you pull down straight, push up, curve over. But not curve over all the way, because if you do, then it looks like letter N instead of R. And then you're going to draw one of the pictures. So today I did rabbit. I drew my rabbit and I wrote the word rabbit. So make sure you are writing your name each and every day, the number for the day, and practicing writing your R's and drawing a picture and labeling it. Even if you cannot print this out, you can still do this on regular paper, on lined paper. That will be a way to help you continue to practice writing your name. All right, so that concludes everything we got to do today. Now, for all the dads who will be participating in Grilling with Dad, those that signed up, only if you signed up, please meet me tomorrow or Friday. If you can't meet me tomorrow, around 1 p.m. By the Five Below. A lot of you parents, you usually know where to meet me at because we've met there when we did Painting with Mommy. So in front of Five Below, that's where you're going to meet me. Only if you signed up, because I only have enough for the dads who signed up. If you did not give me an answer, then I don't have any. Sorry. you have to let me know if you're going to participate. Because if you don't, then I won't have any materials for you. And it's kind of too late to start buying materials now. But please let me know. Please visit me tomorrow. Visit me tomorrow in front of Five Below on Campbell Drive in the parking lot tomorrow or Friday at 1 p.m. So if you cannot come tomorrow, I will be there on Friday as well. But thank you all for participating today. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. Thank you, Miss Jayla, for tuning in. Miss Jayla, please give me a call or text me, okay? I love you all. You guys have a blessed day. Mwah. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.